Well, we sent it. Well, we went wheeling at night. We got muddy. And we broke the truck. And
Whoa.
ready?
Yeah, sure, I'm ready. Oh.
Yep, a few things fell down.
Oh, that was crazy. Oh, that was actually very fun and crazy at the same time.
Yeah, that was kind of fun. Okay, glasses, cell phone.
Oh. Woo!
Alright. Well, I don't know what of that we got on.
Look at that.
Not sure what we got of that on tape for you guys, but that was one bumpy ass ride. And we got mud on the windshield and stuff like that. I'll show you when we get home. That's funny. The back's absolutely clean, except for around my lights. Well, apparently I got mud in here too. Alright, so our rear reservoir is really low, like almost non-existent. So either I blew a line, leaked a line, or something. So what we're going to do is we're going to fill the reservoir back up, apply the brakes, and see if we can find out where it's leaking. So apparently that was what happened. We ended up coming home, limping home on very little brake power. Enough I could stop, but still a little fun. Good thing it was late at night and less traffic. But we'll get this looked at, find out what we broke, and show you what we do to fix it. Well, all right. You can see my cardboard's wet. Our leak is right here. Somehow the bouncing around, I guess, just caused it to break the line right here. When you hit the brakes, it just streams right out that direction. Emptied my tank. So luckily, not too bad of a fix. I'm going to get this line off so I know how long it is and what ends are on it. We're going to take it up to the shop, get a new one, and get her back together. And then I guess it probably might be a good idea to see about cleaning it up. Maybe. I don't know. Kind of be fun driving around like this. Well, got the part we needed. New brake line. And because it's got different fittings to fit the master cylinder, we got the connector. So next we got to make this straight line fit in there and up to that. Well, found out we did a little more damage than just broke the line, and why the line broke. The line was attached to the inner fender. The inner fender let go. So because I've got a battery sitting on it, it pushed it down. It's now sitting on top of the power steering box here. And yeah, so once I get the line out of the way, I've got to get this back up and remount it somehow so it's back where it's supposed to be, and then put my new brake line in and go from there. Fun. Anyway, oh, at least now we know what happened, why it happened, and a few more repairs to do before I go driving. Brake line's back in, battery's back in, inner fender's back where it's supposed to be. We had to put in some new bolts here and here, a brace here which I haven't finished attaching yet, but it's there. So the fender's missing right there, so I just put in a brace and mounting it up through there. And right down here we built a new inner fender, but for now I put in a bracket here, so now it's sitting on that bracket instead. Won't fall down anymore. I'm going to put in a couple more bolts. I just don't have them in stock right at the moment, and I need to drive it. So new lines in. I cleaned up the air breather. And that's what we have for today. So we're back up and running. I want to do a few more little things, and then we want to get it back out. I might clean it before that. Okay, on to some other little upgrades. Because of the way this whole system is done, this battery sits on the inner fender. As you saw, the inner fender isn't exactly as strong as it used to be. We've got some new bolts and braces in there. But what I've decided to do is add this. Now we have one here, and I have another one for the other battery over there. Not installed yet, but will be. And what it is this is a metal bracket. It drops down beside the battery and goes under on this side, over on that side, but is bolted to the battery tray. So now taking the weight of the battery and putting it on this front clip versus on the inner fender. So that's one of the upgrades we're doing. Pop rivets are just to hold it in place. There's bolts going in here, bolt in the bottom. The other one's going on the bolt that's the ground wires are on, drops down, and then be bolted through the tray down there as well. So that will help keep it from falling. Also, along with everything else, these things were already shot, but I'll show you once I get it undone. If you're not sure if your shocks are shot, one way to tell is if there's pressure on them. When the shock is in, there should always be a little bit of downward pressure. So you shouldn't be able to pull the bolt out and the shock not move. The other one is you shouldn't be able to move the shock. This one actually has a little bit more life to it than I thought, but not much. It's stiff. It doesn't push back out though. It is a little bit short, so it does dampen. It actually doesn't move as fast as I thought it would. So with the parts being a bit older, some of them are, not as strong. We didn't know what we'd have to replace when we started with this. So now we're finding out some of the stuff we got to do. The front shocks, I knew I was going to need new ones, but what we went through was supposed to be a mud bog, and it wasn't. It was clay, and it had gone, because it had been dry, it had gone hard. There was still water and mud in the holes, but everything else was like riding on concrete. Very deep ruts from other people getting stuck. So We went through it a little too quick with the truck for a maiden blast like that. We've crawled over stuff, but we went through that pretty quick. And yeah, we bounced the hell out of it. So good thing, gave it a shakedown. We found it was fell apart. We're going to fix it and make it stronger. But basically, it's like going through a section of the Rubicon Trail about twice the speed you're supposed to. Yeah, we bounced pretty hard. Anyways, at least we're getting things fixed up. It's going to be even better for our next round. Don't plan on going through that hole, but we do plan on finding some other trails and getting together with some guys really soon and having some more fun. So let's look at getting these shocks replaced and these mounts in, and let's see how it goes. Alright, bolts in, and it's bolted under the battery. You can just see a bit of it down there. This one mounts underneath the other one, goes down way under the battery, holds this one up as well. So those are in. Got that done. There we go. We got the shocks ordered. They'll be in about a week. So put that one back on for now. At least it's doing something. A whole lot, but something. Anyways, we've got that ordered, and we found a couple other parts we're going to need. We got a bad universal on the driver's side at the wheel. So we'll probably replace it, the other side, and the main one from the drive shaft. A couple other things. Just get this all tightened up. Like I said, it was used a little bit here and there in the bush. It wasn't really used the same way we're using it now. So we're going to find a few things here and there as we go and shake it down. But that's the whole idea of shaking it down. We do have a major destination planned, major trip to do with it, and have some real fun eventually. But for now, we've got a couple places to go here in Ontario, that a couple of parks apparently, and a few trails that we found out about. So it should be a nice busy summer, and we just got to get it good, break it here and there, and fix it so it's twice as strong next round. So that's it for this round. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button and subscribe. Really helps the channel. I thank you very much, and I'll see you next video.